Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Or good morning if you're watching from Connecticut in the US of A. A geezer, he's in live chat. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you've recovered from our disappointment the other evening. We've gone out of the cup. But today's another day. We want 3 points to take us into the winter break. Frankie James, she's in live chat, says, hi, guys. 3 points coming today. So, let's quickly go through the team lineups. I'm a little bit disappointed. You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. Let's start with Łódź. They go with, in goal, Jakubowski, Lovelsend, Krakian, Rudol, and Glevacki. That's a back four. Referee's going to get ready to get us underway, and we are underway. The mighty Wisla Krakow. Today we're playing in our black kit, kicking from left to right. Łódź, obviously, kicking from right to left in the white tops with a red sash. Looks very nice. Frankie James says, here we go. In midfield, Wizakinski and Kupczak. Kupczak's a decent player, so we need to watch him. Hinokio, Mokraskill and Toma. Lewandowski up front. Not that Lewandowski, thankfully. Wisła, we have gone with Lekiewicz in goal. Nothing wrong with that. Geiger comes back into the team at right back. Jedrzejczyk and Grudzic, centre-half pairing. Lelieveld at left back. Central midfield, we've got Duda and Igbekim. On the right side, we have got Duarte. On the left side, we've got Bozic. Positive move. Radado up front. And playing in behind Radado, Ertehaler, number 7. Okay, we'll go with what Marius Shops. We'll go with Marius Shop. But Ertehaler had better play well today. I'm beginning to lose patience. Why on earth has that come on? No. For some reason, Gemini came on then. Who said your phone's not listening to you? Yeah, if Ertehaler can't perform today, I'm going to start losing patience with him. Early chance there. Penalty. Missed it, didn't I? Missed it. Not a good start to the game here. I mean, what is Grudzic doing there? Nowhere near the ball. I mean, the player's gone over him, actually, but you're going to get a penalty given against you all day for that. Not a good start at all. VAR's in progress, but as soon as you dive in like that, the player's going to head towards you, aren't they? There can't be any complaints. If they give a penalty for that, which they are going to do, no complaints. You cannot dive in like that, and Grudzic knows that. He's better than that. A geezer says, good morning, Frankie. Sorry about your Argyle yesterday. Yeah, Plymouth Argyle. They're not having a good season, there we are. That's, let's get rid of that. I forgot to cover that up as well. I forgot to cover that up because it's slightly ahead of this. That's it. Clear your nose out, Lekiewicz, on the pitch. Right, a nice save here. It'd be a good start for Wisła, obviously. Let's get this penalty over with, and then we'll talk about where we are. Where are we as a club? Yeah, good penalty, no chance for Lekiewicz. Woods took them less than 4 minutes to take the lead against us. Go on, son, keep celebrating. Let's see if you're celebrating after 90 minutes. Long way to go. So regardless of today's result, Wisla are going to be around 7 points clear. It depends what happens in other games later on today. Either way, we're going to the winter break with at least a 6-point lead. At the beginning of the season, we'd have given our right arm and probably our left arm to be in this position. But we've not been playing well this last 5 or 6 matches, maybe more. Not creating enough chances. Hello, hello. Somebody's won a nice prize. And we're back underway. Duda with the ball there to Ronaldo. Nice little flick to Ertahala. What's Ertahala going to do? Gets it to Geiger. Back with Biedrzycki. Do you know that was such a disappointing performance the other night? Hopefully we're not going to carry it over into today. Do you know the character? You are always, as a football team, you are always going to lose matches. The thing that separates the better teams is how they bounce back after a defeat. Agiza says they need to get a thumbs out. A Ronaldo injury away from peril. Well, yeah. If only we had somebody who could fill in and get a good run in the team, just in case that scenario happened. We have number 11 from memory. Number 11, Ardit Nikaj. Scored the other night. We needed goals, and we'll take Ardit Nikaj off and put Ronaldo on. Buffoonery of coaching, that is, in my view. I'm just starting to get a little bit fed up with Mario Shop. And I know people will say, well, look at the league table. Look what we've done this season. Fantastic. But it could be better. And it's not a get out of jail free card to shirk big decisions. And for whatever reason, Ertahala gets his position. No matter what he could do. Is he going to become the Bruno Fernandes of Wisla Krakow? All over the top to Ertahala. He's not going to win that. He'll probably give away a free kick, or no, he did all right. We've won a throw-in. I watched that game back the other night. Just absolutely abysmal. Abysmal. It's like we're playing with 10 men at the minute. And I don't just mean in this game. I'm talking about in general as a squad. The only thing I can think that Mario Shop is keeping Ertahala in the team for is that he's thinking of balance maybe. But balance, that'll be a corner to this down this right hand side. Balance of a team will help you win games, but it won't win you a game if you're playing with somebody who's not. I mean, we've got this corner now. We do nothing from corners now. In fact, has he been taking off corner duties? Because the deliveries that are coming in, yeah, he's off corner duties. Duda's coming over. Delivery from Ertahala has not been good. We've done nothing from corners, really. Let's see what this delivery is like. Better, but easily cleared. No challenge. Looking for Biedrzycki there. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't do anything silly now with it, Lukiewicz. The geezer, are you on? I take it you're on coffee at this time of the day, mate. What's the match snacks for today? No doubt coffee and I'm guessing coffee and toast. The geezer says. Just said cheerio to our eldest boy and his girl. Yeah, oh yeah, we've had me hopefully daughter-in-law to be, Anya, the Polish princess. She's been giving me some pronunciation tips and I forgot everything she said. Oh, dear. She's trying, though. She's trying. Don't be losing it there, Duda. No, the referee's just given Duda the free kick there because he handballed it. Would you be a little bit disappointed there? I mean, if anything, that free kick should go the other way. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Frankie says you try your best, Jimmy. Oh, I certainly do. And anybody who is watching in Polish today, dzień dobry, nie mówię po polski, angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Wisla Krakow. Tak, jazda. She did tell me an interesting fact that Łódź means, I think she said it means boat as well. So, yeah, you learn something every day, don't you? Agiza says, yes, coffee. Not the Irish variety. Not the Irish variety. A snack of cigarettes so far. Oh, you're one of them smokers, are you? You're one of them unhealthy, filthy animals. You're outdated now, Agiza. Don't worry, mate. I've got mine ready for the end of the stream. Should have been a big fat cigar for when we take 3 points into the winter break. It's not looking too good at the minute, though, is it? Long way to go, long way to go. And we've proved earlier on this season that we can come from being a goal behind to take all 3 points. The one difference is we were playing well when we did that. And for the last 10 games, I'm going to say, we have not been the same team. Geiger down this right side. Nice ball into Ertahala. First time they're trying to get Duarte away. Defender creeps in. It'll go for a corner to Wisła. Let's see if we can get another decent delivery in from Duda down this right-hand side and put it right on the forehead of Biedrzycki, who will be coming up for this corner. The last one was just slightly under hit. I'd love to get back on level terms early. We want to be going for 3 points, don't we? Let's get back level early and then be spending the rest of the game going for victory and hopefully holding on for a victory. Let's see what Duda does here. Does find Biedrzycki, but doesn't get a decent touch on it. We've recycled it though. Lovely ball into Grudzic there. Ozic, what can he do? What's a rubbish crossing really? It needed a bit more height on it. You could see what he was trying to do. He was trying to get Geiger in at that near post, but we need to keep this pressure on now. Agiza says, where has the attack gone? I couldn't have put it better myself, and that's what I've been saying the last few games. We have kind of, the other night was a blip, but we've sorted our leaky defence out, kind of. The only goals that we've given away have been through individual errors or the wall splitting, which is, you just don't do it. But our defence has been pretty good. The downside of that has been our attacking play has suffered, and the number of chances that we've created has dwindled fastly, but rapidly. There's not, when you look back over the last 5, 6, 7 games, how many chances can you think that Redado's had? Not many. There's not many. So it's getting that balance right between being solid at the back, but goals win games. And if you're not creating chances, you're not going to get the points that you need. So I would sooner win 3-2, 4-3, and be a little bit more leaky at the back than get a 1-0, then you get a couple of draws, and the great manager that was Sir Alex Ferguson once said, better to lose than just play for a draw. Play for a game where you're going to get a draw. There's no point in that. I wonder why Krzyzanowski's not in the team today as well. And Lelieveld's back in. I wonder what the thinking was behind that. Does Marius Jopp think that Lelieveld is slightly better at his defensive duties? Maybe he does. Frankie James says, love Irish coffee. Had one for pudding in Krakow. Knocked my socks off. certainly does. Egiza says, I'm always amazed. Professional players can't sort themselves out. Mate, I saw a thing. Oh, I'll tell you in a second. I saw a funny thing the other day. We'll just get this free kick coming in from the right. Now, where's the keeper? Good hands there from Lakiewicz. Gets a free kick. Yeah, I saw a funny meme. I think they're called memes, aren't they? There was it was on a football page, and it said, it was something like, how come player who has to pay to play on a Sunday, not professional, can go out Friday and Saturday night, drink 10 pints, go for a curry, wake up Sunday morning and score a penalty. I think someone had missed a penalty, that's what caused it. And play well, basically. And yet somebody who's ultra fit, plays football every day for a living, and they can't perform. How does that work? I mean, yeah, he's got a free kick there to Harler. Do we need to bring a substitute on? Not that I'm wishing him any ill effects from that tackle, but I'd love to see Omic come on. Frankie James says, true. It certainly is true. Didn't quite see where did he stand on his ankle there? Not sure. Frankie James says a lot of players are pampered now. They certainly are. Do you know, the thoughts that are going through my head at the minute, I'm feeling rather guilty of. But I hope Omic is warming up. Maybe this is what Ertahala needs. A spell on the bench through injury. Gets Marius Jopp out of having to make that decision that it just looks like he does not want to make. For whatever reason, he does not want to leave Ertahala out of that team. He'll move him out of position. He'll drop Duarte and move Ertahala over to the left, but he won't leave Ertahala out of that team. For what reason? Only he knows. I haven't got a clue. Right, Ertahala's up. Right, we need something to liven this game up for Wisła. Let's see if we can get a trumpet on the go. I wonder if there's any Wisła fans in the stadium at the moment. I've not seen any. Giving the ball away there. In not an ultimate dangerous position, but it wasn't going anywhere. It'd have been better with a longer ball down the channel. I mean, there again, this is just going to give Łódź the impetus that they need now. They've got the goal. The crowd will be behind them. Be interesting to see how Łódź respond if we can get an equaliser. Nice ball there from Lelyveld. Ertahala giving it away again, losing possession. I'm on Ertahala watch now, I find. Every time he gets the ball, I'm not expecting him to do anything good with it. I'm just hoping he doesn't give possession away. And more often than not, I'm disappointed. Geiger down this right-hand side. Joseph Colley's not on the bench today either. We'll go through the substitutes at half-time. So I don't know if he picked a knock-up the other evening, or I'm not sure what the thinking is behind that. assistant on this near side didn't have a clue which way to give that throw in then, so he just looked at the referee and waited for instruction. And as always, when they don't know which way, the defending team always gets the decision. Aguiza says players should be more capable of embarrassment considering the gaffer never gets a touch. Players should be more capable of embarrassment considering the gaffer never gets a touch. Once the players go over that line, mate, there's nothing. It's not like he's got a remote control, is it? It's not FIFA on the Xbox. But in saying that, he is responsible for who goes over that line. Ertahala there. Decent enough pass. Needs support, Igbekeem. Duarte's got space on this right-hand side. Duda loses... Ertahala loses control once again. I'm going to have to put a montage together of Ertahala. I'm sick of talking about him now, but of what he's doing, and send it to Marius Shop and just see what his thinking is behind. Keep picking him. I never thought I'd get to this stage with him, but I am now. Geiger, what can he do? Looks like a nice big pitch as well. So in theory, we should be able to get down the flanks, but we are just devoid of ideas. I mean, Duarte there with a loose first touch from that pass. All right, we've got a throw in, but it's a simple ball that he's messed up. We need to concentrate. Ertahala, nice ball into Duda, to Duarte. Sends one out to Bozic. Bozic with the header. It's cleared. Throwing on the far side for the home team. 21 minutes gone. This would have been down since, what was it, the 4th minute? Well, the tackle was actually made in the 2nd minute, but VAR took its time. I don't know why it took them 2 minutes to get the conclusion that it was a penalty. It was a nailed-on penalty. Grujic diving in. Space now down the right-hand side for Wudge. Pulled back. Grujic did well. Cleared up by Lukiewicz. Right. Duarte, he's got room to run into. He's got Duda going down the right. Ertahala in the middle. I mean, off looking at that setup now, why is Radado not on the shoulder of the last defender? He's got the ball there now, nicely. Out to Bozic, who's in the middle. Nobody. No point putting that cross in because there's nobody there. So it's back with Biedrzycki. Ertahala gives the ball away again. It's a bit of a pattern. And it's not a positive one. There's some strong winds here in Devon today. Ertahala giving the free kick away. Do you know something? I'm not seeing anything positive from him, and it's not because I'm just looking at him and looking at picking on him. He's had what? The ball's been played to him 6 or 7 times. Let's say 8 times, and he's took possession and made 1 pass. Not good enough. Aguiza says, whatever happened to old school captains? Well, that's another issue, isn't it? For Wisła. I mean, considering we've got Ronaldo captain in today, is he really going to get after people who aren't performing? Because they need it on the pitch. I'm not convinced that he is. Certainly that was one good thing about Alan Uriga when he was playing. You know, we've seen it. He will let people know when they are not performing. Don't see that from Ronaldo. I see Ronaldo chirping in the referee's ear. You know, fair enough, that's part of the game. But I don't see him really having to go at somebody for loose passes or not tracking back or... I mean, we've lost possession there. It was noticeable. Duda was starting to amble back there. Not exactly sprinting back to get back in midfield with Igbekim. How much of our poor performances lately has been down to effort and leaving it to somebody else? We spoke about this. Start of the season, everybody wants the ball, I'm going to make a difference. Then it becomes somebody else will make a difference. Nice move there from Bozic. Lelyveld just goes back to Grudjic. There's room over here for Geiger if we can find him. Gets there via Biedrzycki. Nice play there from Duarte. Cross comes in. It'll be picked up on that far side by Lelyveld. Cross back into the middle. And an agricultural clearance from Wudge. Do you know that was decent play from Wisla there? Because if you looked at Duarte, he was looking right across the line, making sure he wasn't offside, and put a decent cross in. So it shows that at least we are kind of taking care about what we're doing and not switching off. Right, that ball's with it. That's a free kick. That's a nasty one, that. That's two that Matey's put in now. He's put the elbow in there, says Ertahala. He also had a nibble there earlier on. I think it was the same player who put one in on Ertahala. He left Duarte on the floor. Yeah, that's just a clear body check, isn't it? Ronaldo's having a word with the referee, explaining that surely that's a yellow card. And considering he's already on one, Glavaki, from his challenge earlier on Ertahala, I think he needs to watch his step. Agiza says, like United with a man advantage, leaving players unmarked on a free kick. Can't imagine Rooney allowing that to occur. Blimey, yeah. Could have been a punch up on the pitch. Not a good free kick there from Duda, but he gets another go at it. Duarte down the line to Ertahala. Back to Duda. Do you know, I just wish Ertahala would do something good and get that confidence back and have a good game. You know, I think he always seems to be on his back, but I do want him to have a good game. Cross from Bozic, that's a shot actually. Well dealt with by the keeper. The more I see of Bozic, the more I like him down that left-hand side. Yeah, going back to that comment that Agiza made, talking about Rooney and that, not putting up with players not marking and, yeah, suboptimal performances, they just weren't tolerated. Nice interception there from Geiger, plays it, oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky because Duarte would have been in down this right-hand channel. Unlucky though. Nice touch there from Ronaldo. Duarte picks it up. Plays it inside to Bozic. Little layoff there to Lelyveld. I think it was meant for Igbekim, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Lelyveld does well there. Gets Igbekim overlapping. Cross comes in. Right idea, but it's almost like it's just put into an area and not trying to pick anybody out, and that's simple for the keeper. I saw an interview the other day, not an interview, the podcast with Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Ian Wright. Can't remember what it's called now. But they were, just enough on that for Lukiewicz. They were talking about when Gary Neville said he remembered it when Roy Keane pinned him up in the dressing room at half-time, purely because he took a touch before putting a cross in. I think he said it was against Queen's Park Rangers. He took a touch. I mean, just giving the ball away like that from Geiger, not good enough. Yeah, because he put a touch. He took a touch instead of crossing it first time. And apparently, on the pitch, Neville told him to shut his mouth. Not so polite a way. And Gary Neville said, unfortunately for me, it was just before half-time, so we ended up in the tunnel and the changing rooms while the incident was still fresh in his mind. And you can't see that happening now, can you? You just can't see that happening. And I mean, who out of this Wisla team is going to be the one, if somebody's not performing, number 7, Ertahala, who's going to get hold of him? Unless it's just me. Maybe people think he's doing all right and it's just me. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. All I would say is you're wrong and he's not playing well. And Geezer says, I want to see boot prints on backsides, Frankie. Yeah. Mate, we know what we know what Marius Shop's like. He's not going to do it. Giving the ball away again there. Now we're under pressure and they've got plenty of bodies forward here, have Wudge. Crossed into the middle. Oh my word. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. What has he done there? He's made a right pig's ear of that. All came from a loose touch from Lelyveld. I mean, no, the marking there is not good enough from Grujic. I mean, how can you get so much space and time in the middle of the goal? Somebody's switched off there, Grujic. Frankie James says, indeed. Should be 2-0. Lukiewicz goes long from the goal kick. Ozic is scrapping for the ball. Who's going to win the second ball? Wudge do. That's what I like to see. Decent play from Ronaldo there. Just putting himself about. Wudge wanted a free kick, but the referee wasn't obliging. What happened? He's only stood on... Oh, yeah, he stood on his foot, that's all. Is standing on somebody's foot now, is it a free kick? When you're both challenging for the ball? I'd argue that it's not. Well, they do tend to get given most of the time. Now, Grudgic's just giving away another free kick. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. He's just thrown himself to the floor there. And that's not a free kick in my book. If anything, it should be a booking for the player for diving. We don't want to be conceding here before half-time, that's for sure. And hopefully we've learnt a lesson from the other evening when the... That's a little bit better. What's going on here? I mean, Zawisza the other night, absolutely peppered. Absolutely peppered our goal from corners and free kicks and got away with it. Rodado's picked that ball up. What is going on? Do you know something? For a moment there, he had a panic. I thought, had the referee not blown his whistle and Ronaldo picked it up in the penalty area. Oh, dear me. It's just, it's just, where's the composure of this team gone? Where's the team from the first 5 or 6 games gone? Nice tackle from Biedrzycki. "34 minutes gone. I would say it's been pretty even, Stephen. They've certainly created the better chances of Wood. Obviously, they had the penalty, and they had hope really just to keep it a beat from a cross that comes in, and a woeful header should have been 2-0 really. So the fact that we're just 1 down is a little bit of a blessing at the moment. Igbekim doing what Igbekim does. Can't win the ball though, but breaks the attack up. Aguiza says, "If that had happened, Jimmy, I would be on my way to the airport." Oh, sure, mate. Oh, sure. Did just make me panic though. That's it. A bit of calmness at the back from Lelyeveld, a bit of experience. I don't mind that. I know he's given possession away there, Geiger. But when you're under pressure, sometimes you've just got to put that ball in the channel. Bit of defensive duties to do here for Wisla. Just put it out or let it. Are Wood trying to bully Wisla? Do you get the impression that they are... It's that man again. He needs to be careful, does Glavaki. He's going to end up getting a red. Not that I'm bothered. Play silly games, you win silly prizes. But I get the impression that they're trying to bully Wisla. And at the minute, is it working? The score doesn't lie, does it? Flicked on by Ertala. Igbekim and Biedrzycki going for the same ball there. Neither of them really won it. And it's Wood in possession. The geezer says, "It looks that way." It certainly does, mate. That's better from Ertala. A little nutmeg. Gets it to Ronaldo. Overlap from Duda. Needs support. Gets it from Ronaldo. Chance here for Wisla. Corner down the left-hand side for Wisla. That's better. That came about because Ertala with a decent touch and a decent pass. That's more like it. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. The more subscribers we get, the better chance we've got of streaming the extra classer matches live. They will do a collaboration once the platform is bigger. Please help us out and hit that subscribe button. Duda swings one in from the left, looking for Grudgic, headed clear, picked up by Ertala. Plays it safe, goes back to Lakiewicz, nothing wrong with that. Well done, Ertala. Do you know, later on, I'm going to put a video together of Ertala in this game and see what he does overall. Ertala, nice pass there to Biedrzycki. Grudgic. Out to Duda. Lelyveld's come inside. More smooth. That's going to be a yellow card for Farid Bakim take one for the team. Crazy, isn't it? You get a yellow card nailed on for you get a nailed on yellow card for that, rightly so. But yet you go in and clatter somebody, and because you're already on a yellow card, the referee kind of lets you off, doesn't he, for a couple. Frankie James says, sorry, a geezer says, no, Frankie James says, never mind a thumbs up. What about a finger up? Prostate check, boys. Yeah, check your prostate. Have Adrian and Jaden decided that they have suffered enough? Maybe. Frankie James says, I know, where are they? The geezer says, Frankie is the gaffer we need. For sure, a geezer. Happy to take the helm. Well, please, if you do, please, I've got a few ideas for you. I've got a few ideas. Got to put the filter on my TV underneath me. Ah, well. Ah, well. Frankie says there will be more than a finger up there. Hey! Free kick comes in from the right-hand side. Kind of won by Wisla. A head collision, Biedrzycki. Referee's going to have to stop that. Yeah, it certainly is. He certainly takes some collisions to the head, does Biedrzycki. I think it was the back of Geiger. Or was it an elbow? Was that an elbow from number 6? No, it was, but not in any malicious way, or there was no intent in that. Just an unfortunate collision. Agiza says, she may be too enthusiastic, Jimmy. She certainly would. There's one thing, knowing Frankie, she'd be in there bathing them all afterwards. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Frankie. Making sure she looks after the lads. Oh, dear me. There'd certainly be... Oh, this conversation's going downhill now, so... There'd definitely be competition for places, Frankie. God, it's getting windy. I saw on the weather forecast last night, gale force winds, and I was kind of a little bit sleepy. I thought I heard, that's another free kick given away. I thought I heard them say double gale force winds. Double strength gale force winds. Well, how does that work? I've never heard of that, ever. I mean, that's not a free kick, is it? Frankie James says, it's a long gap between now and February. Agiza says, see what these players do. What do to us is scandalous, really. Frankie says, very blowy. Are you talking about the weather, or are you talking about you running the squad? Right, it's a Sunday, it's a Lord's Day, keep it clean. What's coming in from this free kick? A free-ish header, really, but never troubling Lakievitz. Our picking up from set pieces is leaving a lot to be desired. We got caught out the other night against Zvizia, and we're getting caught out again today. Right, don't be giving this ball away in a dangerous position. Grudgic, put your foot through it. That'll do. Chipped up towards Ozic on that left-hand side. Does well enough. We get out of that hole that we were in down that left-hand side. Sometimes if you're under pressure like that, you just got to get rid of it. Geezer says, here's Jimmy to prove my point. Right, what can Bozic do here? That's a free kick. Why is that not a booking as well? Get your card out, referee. Thank you very much. Yeah, you got away with one there, son, if you're not going to get booked. I mean, all right, a little bit theatrical at the end, but for me, that's a booking, because that's just the equivalent of stopping somebody on the break. I think Ronaldo was just pointing that fact out as well. The referee's not going to change his mind though, now is he? Am I getting old, or do these goalkeepers look younger and younger? Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players around that ball. Duda's walking away. We all know it's going to be Ronaldo to hit it. Ertahal is hanging around there. Or is it going to be, hello, is it going to be Bozic or is it going to be Grujic? It could be either or. 1 minute of adding on time at the end of this first half. Wouldn't it be nice to get this equaliser? Got the party popper ready. Oh, a green screen, that's why it looks like it's floating. Small things amuse small minds, doesn't it? Bozic. Just over the keeper's crossbar. Good effort there from Bozic. Not sure the keeper's getting that, you know, if it's a foot lower. I think he would have been a day late and $1 short getting across. Agiza says, the manager should make them watch the Legnica playoff game every day until February. Oof. There'd be mass suicide. Frankie James says, I've got the giggles. Oh dear. Right, that's the end of the first half. It's not been good from Wisła. Ertahal is having a word with the referee. He's probably saying, can you explain to me why I'm playing so badly? Repeatedly, week in, week out. The referee just said, go and have a word with your manager. And then Ertahal has said, the manager says I'm playing great and that's why he keeps putting me in the team. What do we do now at half-time? I mean, what do we do? If we come out and perform like that again in the second half, we're going to get exactly what we deserve from the game, which is nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. I mean, we'll still go into this winter break now, which, as Frankie said earlier, is far too long. For the beginning of February now, that's how long we've got to wait. I know we'll get some sparring matches, some friendly matches in between then. I think we often go to Turkey, don't we, to Antalya and that. But it's just, it's a long interval. And I know the weather plays a part in it, but with these modern grounds and modern stadiums, I'm pretty sure they can deal with the weather. Frankie James says, I'd have to walk around the Christmas markets. I'm hoping they'll come back with passion. Well, they've not shown much of it in that first half. The geezer says the rest of the table will only cooperate for so long. Do you know, in fact, let's have a look at that. It's a good point, Agiza. We have been so lucky, so lucky with the way results have gone our way when we've not been playing well and we've been dropping points. So last up was, yesterday was Grodzisk. They drew 1-1 with Pucha, which really, and they were at home. And when you look where Pucha are, they're in 14th place and not playing well. So they've punched well above the weight there. The only game that's still to be played is that could possibly cause us an issue is Polonia Beatum. They've got, it's a big game this later on today. So it's third v fourth. It's Polonia Beatum against Hrobry Glogov. Both on 31 points. assuming things stay as they are now, the ideal result in that game would obviously be a draw. It would obviously be a draw, and that means we're going to the winter break with a 10-point lead. How, as the geezers just said, the rest of the league has bailed Wisla out where we've been dropping points, not playing well. So that'd be manna from heaven. However, if we turn this around and we come away today with 3 points, puts us on 45 points. If there's a draw between Polonia Bytom and Hrobry Glogov later, puts us 13 points clear, doesn't it? Big difference. Obviously, if one of them teams gets a victory, it's almost, it'd be 7 points. It almost halves. If things were to go our way today, it's a difference between kind of a 7-point lead or a 13-point lead. Big difference. So we need to come out in this second half and perform. However, I've often said this, the stats show that a team winning at half-time, only 1 in 17 games will they lose. They might draw the game, but only 1 in 17 games will they lose. So Wisla are going to have to come out in this second half, not only beat Łódź, also beat the odds. Are we capable of doing it? Yeah. Are we likely to do it? Not the way we're playing, definitely not. And not just in this game, the way we've been playing in the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. We're just not playing as well as we were. I wonder what Mariusz Jop's going to do at half-time. Is he going to make any changes? Hopefully so. I've got to say, I'm not convinced he's going to make the changes that we need, though. I mean, let's have a look at the substitute bench for Wisla. What options have we got? So we've got Baniowski, we've got Broda, forget that. Karbo, Kryzanowski, Kutwa, Kuziemka, Lasicki, Nikaj and Omic. For me, bring Nikaj on, even if you're going to take Duarte off, put add Nikaj down that right-hand side. For me, I'd take Urtahala off and put Nikaj on in his place. Go with the front two. I'd bring Omic on. Who would I take off? I'd probably have to take off, it'd have to be Duda, wouldn't it? He's not done a great deal in that first half. So it'd have to be Duda. We need to change things up a little bit. Also, Biedrzycki's on a yellow card, isn't he? So do we... no, he's not on a yellow card. Ignore that. It was Igbekin, wasn't it? So do we look at maybe bringing on Carbo Belapart and getting Igbekin off? Maybe on 60 minutes he'll wait till... I hope he doesn't wait till there's like 85 minutes to go and then suddenly decide to bring Nikaj on, Omic on. You know, let's change things up for the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous if he does that. Do you know something? I feel like over the last, let's say 6 or 7 games, we haven't been playing as well as we have been playing at the start of the season. Longer than 6 or 7 games actually. And it's noticeable. And I find myself starting to just get on the players' backs a little bit when they're not performing. And it feels now like it's going from the players not performing and pointing it out and getting on their backs too. Because Mariusz Jop's not changing things up, it feels like Mariusz Jop's the one who's going to start coming under... Well, for me, he's going to start getting my wrath if he doesn't sort things out. And yet anybody from the outside looking in would say... What are you talking about, you clown? And they might be right. What are you talking about, you clown? Your team is top of the table, possibly possibly by the end of today with, say, a 13, 14-point lead going into the winter break, and you're having a go at the manager, well, my answer would be, yeah, because we've got a 13, 14-point lead, but it could be up to around 18, 20, 21. In which case, it's pretty much, unless the wheels absolutely come off, all four wheels come off your wagon, you're going up into the extra class, aren't you? And then all these things that are happening now that aren't good enough in the team, and the manager is allowing to happen because he's not changing it up. When you move up into the extra classer, you don't get away with it. You just won't. So we're now Grodziska slipping up. The extra Krakow, they've been slipping up. You know, Slonsk Wrocław, they've started slipping up lately. And so all these teams that were hot on our heels, they're all sort of dropping points at the same time, as us. If that wasn't the case, we could well now be in third or fourth place when you look at that table. Obviously, we got off to the great start that we did, but it started to fade, and it started to fade after Legnica. You look back at our fixtures, and when performances started to go a little bit south, it was after Legnica, for whatever reason. The geezer says, I'm with you, Jimmy. At least it will give them something to think about during the break. Yeah, it's a geezer. What is your opinion on Mariusz Jop? And I mean, I'll openly give mine. That's what I think I'm here to do. That's what I will do. I think the players like him. I think the club like him, and I think the fans like him. Is that a good thing? Yeah. However, the downsides of it are, do they like him because... Do you need that little bit of fear from your manager? Personally, yeah, I think you do. I think you do. I think you need to know that if you're not performing, he's going to pull you to one side and just sort of say, look, you're not performing, you're out the team today. Somebody's in, and this is the reason why. I get the feeling that Mariusz Jop's more one of them who will keep somebody in to show faith to the player. And that's a good thing to a degree. But then does the player think, well, no matter what, it's obviously good enough what I'm doing because I'm not getting dropped. But deep down, a player knows. If you've played football, and I'm assuming we've all played football, you know when you're not performing, or when you've had a bit of a poor performance. You know yourself. You can lie to anybody. I can look down this camera now and lie to anybody. But you know the only person you can't lie to, and you will get found out every single time, is yourself. And I get a feeling when he wakes up in the morning to have a shave or to Harla, he must look in that mirror and think, wow, I am so lucky to still have my position in this team. I'm not saying in the squad, I'm saying in the team. But I get a feeling at the minute, he's either low on confidence. I will, all through that first half, I've been doing stream markers. And I am going to put a video together, and it I'm saying I am, I might not. It just seems a bit harsh. But depending how things go, the touches that Ertahal is having in this game, do a video and put a montage together. Because if people are just listening to what you're saying, or they're watching but they're not really taking it in, it's not until you actually look that you see how poor it is. And it's poor. It is poor. And the thing is, it's not just this game. It just isn't. And how he is justifying his place in the team, I honestly don't know. I just don't. And I don't know what the thinking is of Marius Jopp. I mean, the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Unless something changes, he's not going to change. He might have... Do you know what was working well at the start of the season? The ball was getting played into him and he was playing these round-the-corner passes first time and Ronaldo was running onto him and we were scoring. It was all great. That's not happening anymore. That's not happening. And when you do that, most of the time, it's a 50-50, isn't it? You play the ball blindly round the corner and it's binary. Your colleague either takes possession or he doesn't. And if the luck goes in your favour for 3 or 4 of them, it looks brilliant. And it's like, wow. But it's still a binary pass. And as soon as it stops going in your favour, then it just looks like you're giving possession away. And that is what we're doing. And now it's got to the stage where these balls are in the corner. They're not even becoming a binary option because they're so wayward that your colleague isn't even getting an option to challenge for the ball. So it's little things like this that were working that aren't working now. And that's what makes it look like you're overperforming. And it makes you look better than you actually are. And it goes back to what I've said repeatedly, that Ertahala is just a steady squad player, not the player that played in them first 4 or 5 games where he outperformed massively. So does he have a position to play? Does he have a part to play in this team? Without a shadow of a doubt. But as a squad player, as somebody who's going to come on as a substitute maybe once players are getting a little bit tired. And the other thing I was thinking the other night is a lot of the game seems now like it's happening too fast for him. And whether in them earlier games the game was a little bit slower because players were still getting up to 100% fit and that suited him. But once everybody's getting match fit and the sharpness is there, it's all too fast for him. And that's why he's not performing and he can't adapt. So we're bringing on Lisicki. I'm assuming that's going to be for... Well, it's not going to be for Biedrzycki. It's coming on for Grudzic. Yeah, Grudzic. Yeah, to be honest, he's not had the best first half, Grudzic. So maybe we want that little bit of extra height as well that Lisicki will bring us. Maybe he's picked up a little bit of a knock. I don't know, because I don't have commentary. It wouldn't be any good to me anyway, because obviously it's in Polish and I wouldn't understand it. Although I do have some glasses that I can put on that will translate to my phone. I don't know if that would work. I've got to try that at some point. The sun is setting in Poland. That sky looks like it's got a little bit of snow in it. This is the final half of football before we get the winter break. So the final half of 2025 for Wisła. We don't want to go out with a whimper. I mean, statistically now, the best we're going to hope for is a draw. Obviously, we want to go better than that. And we're back underway. We want to take all 3 points. Let's see what Marius Jopp said at half-time. Igbekim in possession, needs a bit of support, gets it from Bozic. Nice run there from Leliebeld, saw the gap, played inside there to Ronaldo. Bit of a loose touch. Bozic comes across, gives away the throw-in. And there's a Łódź player down injured straight away. Didn't actually see what happened then, so... Geiger's there with him. Hopefully there's nothing nefarious gone on. Oh yeah, just caught him as he was Bozic as he was Trying to put his foot on the floor. Right, let's have a look at the live chat. What's going on? It's quiet in there today. Just a geezer and Frankie James. No Jaden, no Adrian. No, most popular. Most popular was in live chat yesterday for the football special. Live chat is a geezer saying, you can't throw boots at them anymore though. Frankie James says, glasses, bamboo pants. Jimmy had it all. Yeah, they've gone in the bin, I can tell you now. Do you know, I put a short out the other day just to advertise the stream really, and it was only saying about my pants, I was going to have to rip them off and that, and it got quite a few views, and yeah, I put something out that's decent, and it gets a few hundred views. Makes no sense, does it? The geezer says, yeah, and that was a great shot. Yeah, that was a great shot you put out. I wonder what people who didn't know the story felt about it. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's still gaining views, more and more views now. They normally die off after a few days, but you know, you could put out some really profound statement and it'll get a few hundred views. Get somebody falling on their ass and it'll go viral. Human nature, I guess, mate. Everybody loves a fool. Me included. It's a free kick to Wisla. Ridardo's getting a little bit upset there. That's what I like to see. Come on, get the team fired up. It's all too nice, isn't it? I don't know what he's getting up. Don't know what he's getting upset about there. Eggy says it's quite bizarre out of context. Crazy, mate. Crazy. Just like that free kick that we put in, rubbish. And that's a rubbish cross as well from Duda. Not good enough. Right, do something with it. Ozic, nice little 1-2 with Duda. Out to Biedrzycki. Nice little back heel down the channel. Don't give a free kick away. That's better. That's better. Do you know, as soon as the players are under pressure in these corners, the first thing they do is look to go to floor and win a free kick. I don't know what the referee's giving a free kick for there. Oh, he's making him take the throw in again. I don't know why. There was nothing wrong with the original throw. Back with Duda, he's got time now. Pick somebody out. Picks a white shirt out. Recycled by Igbekim into Ertahala. This we're trying to create space on the edge of the penalty area for a shot or that killer pass. It's not coming. My stream's just gone a bit clunky. Oh no, it's smoothed out again now. Bozic. Back to Geiger. Over to Duarte on that far side. Loose first touch. Luckily wins a throw-in. But there again, that loose first touch means you end up battling for possession instead of just making sure you control the ball. You know, you don't run before you can walk, do you? And it happens on so many occasions. I think we need a bit more of a musical encouragement. Long throw going to come in from Geiger down the right-hand side. Was short to Duda. And then that's just shocking. Shocking. Not good enough. Do you know what seems to have upset Wisla? It seems to have been, once we had the first international break, we had the defeat to Legnica, it all seems to have gone a little bit pear-shaped. Then we start trying to pick up a little bit of form, then another international break. We've got to be more professional than that. I mean, Dude has scored a couple of good goals for us, but his performances have not been fantastic. And it's been since he's gone away on international duties. Kaziemka's been away, international duties. Kutwa, international duties. Krizanovsky, international duties. And it's almost like, I don't say the players suddenly think they are something that they're not, because I don't think, for one, I don't think they're that naive. Nothing coming off there again for her to Harlot. That's another one that will be in the montage. Unlucky there, trying to get Duarte down the right-hand side. It's blocked, but this was still in possession. All into the box there to Hala. Couldn't even put a challenge in there because he's not tall enough. It's back out with Duarte, though. Nice little ball there to Duda. Pulls it across to Ridado. Tries to get it on his left foot. Gets the shot away. It's partially blocked. Trickles towards the keeper with no power on it whatsoever. I mean, another day, that deflects past the keeper because it went through his legs. But when it's not your day, things like that don't go for you. And ultimately, I don't think we don't deserve any luck at the moment. So we're going to have to we're going to have to create things ourselves. Nice play from Bozic there. Lasicki, back to Lakievitz. Right, we can build from the back again now. Plenty of space on this pitch, if you notice now. Plenty of room. Big holes in midfield there, though, for Wisła. You know, it obviously suits us to keep Duarte out wide on the right. Bozic will stay wide out on the left. It's a lot of ground and a lot of players to cover. To Harlow down that left-hand side. Nice shot pass to Duarte. Duarte loses possession. Oh, blimey. That, yeah, you probably can't hear it through the microphone, but it is blowing a hoolie outside. Substitutes warming up for Wisła. Kaziemka's there, Nikaj is there, Krizanovsky is there. It's a long time since we've heard that cheer for Wisła. I mean, that's an unlucky deflection there, but lovely play there from Lelyeveld and Biedrzycki. Loose pass though, giving it away. Then Ertahala gets fouled. The referee is playing on. Is he going to go back for the foul? Yeah, he is. They've certainly targeted Ertahala today, as you can see. A little bit, nothing too much wrong with it. Definitely a free kick, but nothing more than that. Right, Duda, what can you do? Edge of the box, Ridado. Puts a shot in, blocked. Be a throw into Wisła down this left-hand side. We're just not creating anything, are we? It's really frustrating to watch this. And it's not just today we've not really created anything. We've not really created anything the other night in the Cup. We've not created much in our league matches. We went from this exciting, expansive football team to Zahala gets the foul, luckily, because you lost possession. Yeah, that is a foul. We'll let you off with that one, son. Right, who's going to take this? It's going to be Duda. Do you know, we know before this even comes in, there's nothing going to come of it. It's just going to be either headed or volleyed clear. It's hard to get excited. Well, it's headed clear now by Geiger. Luckily, it's picked up by Big Bakeem out to Duarte. Puts a nice cross in, headed clear. Not enough on it. Not picking anybody out, just putting a cross in. Why do they not try and pick somebody out instead of just putting it in a generic area? We're not blessed with masses of height, so you have to pick somebody out. Nice cross there to Bozic. Gets a little bit of support there from Lelyveld. Don't be losing it there. Well done, Igbakeem. Now it's with Geiger. Out to Duarte. Inside to Ertala. That's what Ertala can do. Just keep the ball moving. But apart from that, there's nothing exceptional coming. Cross comes into the middle, headed clear. Edge of the box, Duda with a shot. And a free kick's given. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We just do not look dangerous at all. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Keeper goes long. Lasicki winning the headers there. It's doing well, Lasicki. Nice first touch from Redado. He's outnumbered though, 4 players surround him and he can't keep possession. Plenty of room in midfield as well now. There's gaps. There's gaps all over the field. Might suit Wisła. As long as we can get the ball forward quickly, that is. Duarte. As soon as we go back now, Would you've got a defensive line set. And the gaps that are there, we're not making use of. Bozic using his body, but gives away the free kick. Referee comes over like he's expecting a little bit more than that. Than there was only 2 players going for the ball. Nothing like Bristol City and Millwall yesterday at the end of the game. Oh, there was a proper schmozzle. Normally it's players just all pushing and shoving, isn't it? Handbags at 5 yards, but this one was a proper... There was haymakers being thrown. And it was the coaching staff along with the players. At first, I thought it was the crowd. Cool. Is that Biedrzycki taking one to the mouth again or his nose? Bozic playing it up to Redado. Nice touch back out to Bozic. Lovely ball to Ertala down the middle. And Duarte, defender comes across. That'll be a corner to Wisła down the left-hand side. Right, let's do something different. Let's do... The geezer says it's Millwall after all. Well, yeah. Yeah. I'll put a short out of it because I rewound it and put some footage of it on my stream. Right. What's going to come here now? What's your money on? My money's on nothing exciting. I think from the last 50 corners we've had, we've not done anything with them. We just don't anymore. That's headed goalwards at least, Biedrzycki, but no problem for the keeper. I'd have saved that with one arm tied behind my back, I think. Yeah, maybe not. I'd maybe need 2 arms, but it's still not going to go in, is it? Getting quite depressing, this. You know, you always have hope that we're going to do something and something's going to turn around and we're suddenly going to find out a spark and we're going to do something. There's just nothing. There's nothing that this team, they're not offering anything. No, now we know we've got this free kick. What are we going to do? Geezer says, I'm hoping for an own goal. An own goal is probably our best chance of getting on the score sheet, mate, honestly. What are we going to do from this? Looking for Biedrzyk. He wins the header inside. But it's not. We can't win that second ball. Hello. Hello. Almost got your dream of an own goal there, Geezer. Gone behind for a goal kick down this left-hand side. The only way we're going to get back in this game is from something like that, a mistake. Because we are creating nothing. Our creative juices are not flowing. What can Duda do? Puts it on top of the keeper. Keeper's not challenged, but punches it away. Picked up by Duarte. Duarte puts one back in. Redado turns, looks for some space, puts the shot in. Cleared, that would have gone in. Cleared off the line, we'll say. Duarte puts one to the back post. Headed goalwards by... Oh, it's in. It's in. It's in. It's in. It's in. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Do you know when that... I want to see this again. The players from this were all appealed and the game carried on, but I looked on the far side and the assistant's got his flag up. Frankie James says, yes. Do you know that there... Do we deserve to be back on level terms? I don't think we do, but we'll take it. Biedrzyk to Lasicki. Oh, yeah, it's in. Oh, yeah, it was in. I thought the luck had gone against us there. Yeah, it's well over the line. It's a good half a yard over the line, Jimmy. Sort your eyes out, son. We're back on level terms. Let's get the party poppers out. Oh, that was loud as well. That's another one stuck in the ceiling. We're going to have holes all over the place. Right, can we get the winner? Blimey. Here we go. Pull half the ceiling down with me. Kind of, do you know something? If you're a Woods fan, here we go. We're on the break again here. Into the box. Duarte puts it across to Bozic. That was kind of a nothing shot cross, but disappointed with himself there. Geezer says, all contributions gratefully accepted. Oh, yeah, as the fans do the Poznan. Do you know, if you were a Woods fan now, you'd be complaining, wouldn't you? You know, we're playing the top of the league, we're outplaying them, we've got the lead, and then we go and give a stupid goal away through a stupid pass which led to a corner, which is ultimately what happened. And that's how we got our goal. We've not really created it, have we? Well, we'll take it. We'll take anything. But we want to start creating chances. Maybe this is where we start to believe and we start thinking, actually, we are top of the team for a reason. Let's go and show what we can do. Because we haven't done so far. We've been absolute shite. But we're still in this game. We're back on level terms. Good move by Marius Shop at half-time to put Lasicki on, I've got to say. Grujic, I am a Grujic fan, but Lasicki, since he's come on, he's looked pretty good, and obviously getting the goal helps, but he's looked good defensively. And this is his last game now, his last league game before his contract is due. Right, Bozic is coming off, Kaziemka's coming on. So that'll be Kaziemka going on the right-hand side. Duarte will switch and come over onto this left-hand side. Done well today, Bozic again for me. Plenty of time to go in this game as well. 25 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time as well. Right, picked up by Duda. How much does Marius Jop want this victory today? Because there's changes he can make if he wants to. Cross comes in. Oh, another free header in the middle. They've had 2 free headers today, have Wudge in the middle. That one was a little bit more difficult than the one in first half, but still they'll be disappointed. I mean, ultimately there, needs to be careful doing that, does Lasicky. He put his arm around the waist of the Wudge player and pulled him back a little bit. If he'd have gone to the floor in VAR, look at that. They're stupid enough to give a penalty. Right, we've got a chance to break here now. Ziemka, nice pass into Ridado. He's got Duarte with space down this left-hand side. Finds him, edge of the box, overlap from Lelieveld. Lelieveld blocks, I'm not sure what happened there, he blocked the shot. He's got the ball back though. Back with Duda. Back to Lelieveld. Yeah, simple pass, keep hold of possession. It's with Lasicky. Biedrzycki, keep it going to Grudzic, he does so. Grudzic can drive forwards now, puts one into the penalty area, flicked on by Duda, back to Lelieveld. Into the penalty area, not dealt with well, Ridado picks it up, now it's with Ertahaler on the far side, what can he do? Gets to the byline, puts a cross in, it's blocked, it'll be a corner to Wisła down that right hand side. Do you know the other thing? Player who's there, number 37, Glavaki, we need to target him. Now we've got Kaziemka on. Target Glavaki. He's on a yellow card. He's been on one for a long time. And he's put a couple of iffy challenges in afterwards. I get the feeling the next time he puts one in, he's off. So get Kaziemka targeting the fullback. Agiza says, all contributions gratefully accepted. Check Frankie's finger, by the way. Corner comes in, it's headed clear. He's going to have to take it again, though. The referee's not happy with something. He's having a word with Biedrzycki and Glavaki again. When's the referee going to get sick of him and just give him a red? We'll take anything at this stage. Frankie's finger. She's probably been threatening him with a prostate check. Duda puts it in towards... Yeah, he found Biedrzycki there, but it's too low. Frankie says, my work here is done. Certainly is. Don't forget, go and get your prostate checked. It's nothing more than a finger up the arse. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to pay for it. You don't even have to take the GP. You don't have to take them chocolates or flowers. Go and get your prostate checked. Could save your life. I did see a funny thing as well where it says, all you birds who want to be blokes. No, hang on, I've got it wrong. All you blokes who want to be birds. Good luck to you if that's your thing. But don't forget, once you hit 40, go and get your prostate checked. That's a free kick. This will be now 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go. This will be telling of what Wisła's ambition is. Are we going to be happy with a draw now, or do we go all out for the victory and risk losing? Oh, danger! That's going to. Thankfully, there was just enough pace on that ball for it to go behind for a goal kick. Yeah, do we risk losing the point and go for all three? Go for all three. Go for all three. You know, if you go for all three and you lose, it's better than playing for a draw now and losing, because you've had that positive mindset. I mean, that's a risky pass, but it's the percentage pass that, and it's worked out well. Duda bringing it forward. Frankie says, I won't be chewing my nails, though. Peanuts. Lower the tone. Right, close that out on that far side, and we've kept it in. And we've won the throw-in. That's good work down the right-hand side. Let's go for the 3 points. Do you know, at what stage, Agiza, at what stage, Frankie, do we take, or let's not say who we take off, who do we bring on? Do we bring Omic on, who's likely to put a shot in from 30 yards, and one's going to go in? I mean, he was so unlucky the other night. Peppering the crossbar, that's going to be a free kick, possibly a yellow card as well, given away by Lelieveld. Might get away with it. Yeah, do we bring Omic on? Oh, and you know what I'm going to say. When do we bring Ardit Nikaj on? Let's go for the 3 points. Let's go into that winter break. Believing. Everybody pick your man up. We've not been defending these too well in the last couple of games. Although what the hell that was, I don't know. A complete miss hit, I think. Yeah, 17 minutes plus injury time to go. Plenty of time in this game for a winner for Wisła. Agiza says, are they the mighty Wisla Krakow or not? Go for the 3. Mate, I totally agree with you. Let's go for the 3. Let's go for the 3. Lelieveld. Down the line to Duarte. Duarte does well there. Gives away possession. We're winning it back. Duda into Igbekim. Nothing Igbekim could do there. He was under pressure, so fair enough. But we've given the ball away. But now we can break. Right, dude, hit the pass over the top. Lovely ball to Redardo. One-on-one with the defender. Driving into the box. Too slow. Too slow. Needs support now. He's looking for space for a shot. Ertahala, what can he do? Nothing. There was just a time there where he was one-on-one, Redardo, with the defender, but obviously running with the ball, looking for options, slows you down a bit, and within the blink of an eye, there was 3 around him. Now there's a chance for Woods. That's on ball, isn't it, against Duda? The danger. Right, I'm going to say it. I'm going to tell you what Frankie James has just said, first of all. Frankie James says, agreed. I was just crimping pies for tea, so I couldn't type. Oh, homemade meat and potato pies. Oh. Frankie James, I've got to say, you are a good book. Just to save any doubt. Oh, he's coming off, number 37, Glavaki. He's coming off. Yeah, they're not exactly rushing off now, are they? I think they're more likely going to settle for a point, Woods. It looks like Wisła, as Agiza says, we are the mighty Wisla Krakow. We should be going for all 3 points. We're top of the league, and we're top of the league for a reason. Frankie says, cheers, Jimmy. Not killed anyone yet. What do you mean, yet? Right. We've got the wall in place. Oh, good save by Lakievitz. The wall did its job, it didn't split. You will laugh, Frankie James. Yeah, that was a good strike. You'd expect him to save it, but at least he got the ball away from danger as well. It was to his side, so you'd expect him to make that save. Even so, it's not just making the save, is it? It's getting that ball away from danger, which he did. Well done, Lakievitz. Right. Let's get on the front foot now. I mean, look at that pitch. Look at that. There's space all over. Geezer says that did sound suspicious. It did rather, mate, didn't it? Biedrzycki comes across now. Now he's going to let that ball go out for a goal kick. Well done, Biedrzycki. Right, let's go for the 3 points. Geezer says go for 3 points. Frankie wants to go for 3. I want to go for 3. Come on, Lakiewicz. Let's go long. Flicked on. Ridado will go split the defence with his run. Put it past the keeper. Not quite. Tahala trying to win that ball back. Can't do it. Not his fault though. He never had possession of it. Do you know what? Looking at that screenshot now, why is Tahala playing centre forward and Ridado's dropped off? Should be the other. It should be the other way around. The geezer says, "No, if that Sadlock can go for 3, yes, please." Now, if this Sadlock can go for 3, we need to be going for 3, don't we, mate? That's a free kick. It'll say a lot about. It'll say a lot about the team and a lot about the mindset. I'd sooner go for all 3 points and risk losing today than just pick up this point. Not only that, because the game this afternoon, it puts the pressure on both teams. The geezer says, go to the break on a high note. Yeah, for sure, mate. For sure. Inside to Duda. Can't control it. Leliavel wins the header. Referee plays on there, but it might stop it because of a head injury. Needs to just be a little bit careful, Leliavel. The referee will notice that he's committed a few fouls in the last 15 minutes. Might just be an accumulation that gets him a yellow card as much as anything more serious. Yeah, wouldn't it be great to go into that break with 3 points and say a 13-point lead or something like that? You know, at that stage, then you're waiting for February, aren't you? You know, you're waiting to go again. Whereas you lose or you get a draw, and it's like you're kind of stumbling into the winter break, and it's a massive mindset shift. This next, 11 minutes plus added on time. The game's there for the taking. I mean, the space that's on the pitch now, nobody's really keeping it tight. Leliavel down this left-hand side. Oh, dangerous pass that. Gets away with it, but I don't like to see that. That ball across the back foot is a dangerous ball. Not good enough from Ridado, that. Not enough intent to win it. Geiger comes across and does well. Wins the throw-in. Yeah, not enough intent and enough ferocity in the tackle there from Ridado. Trying to just pinch the ball away instead of making sure he wins it. I mean, we're under pressure here now. Go long, go long. Nothing wrong with that, son. Nothing wrong with that. Flicked on by Kaziemka. Lose possession though, Wisla. We're going to have to win it back. Kaziemka's doing well. Gets pulled down. Referee says play on. We're on the break now. There's room for Duarte on this left-hand side. Oh, there's a little bobble there just as he was going to pull the trigger for the pass. So he was it's a goal kick. He was unlucky. He was unlucky there, because just as he was going to put the cross in, it just bobbled up. You saw it. So he did well. But that's an important point, Agiza. Let's go into the break on a high note. Couldn't agree more. Just watch this now as he goes to put the cross in. There. It just bounced up, so he did well. And then, yeah, that's not a free kick. It's not a penalty. Any chance we can have Omic on? Any chance? Because Ertahaler's not touching this ball. He's not getting involved in play. I'm not saying he's hiding, but the ball is he's just not. He's not getting involved. Surely to goodness we bring Nikaj on. Or at least Omic, you know. Let's do something. I'll do. Does well enough there, Ertahaler. Credit where credit's due. Kaziemka down that right-hand side. The overlap from Geiger. Does he use him or cut inside? Uses Geiger. Not a lot of movement for Wisla at the minute, though. Are we running out of legs? I don't know, but we're giving a loose pass away there from Biedrzycki to Igbekim, and we're under pressure now. Chance for Woods to break on us. They've got players in the box, but we've got numbers there. Biedrzycki with a lovely tackle. We break it up. Retained possession, though, to the home side. They can build again. Duarte with some defensive duties. Nice little 1-2 there. Got done, did. He got done there, Duarte, and it's a poor cross. Just straight into the hands of Lakievitz. Agiza says, a fresh pair of legs can't hurt. No, I totally agree, mate. Totally agree. If it was me, well, you know who I'd take off? I'd make 2 changes now. I'd take Duda off for Omic, and I would take Ertahaler off for Adi Nikaj. I'm still not sure what happened the other night with that goal when he didn't quite celebrate, but I'm reading it. Maybe I'm reading into it more than was there. But, you know, what can we lose now in 7 minutes? Nothing. Omic is likely to have a shot from 35 yards and put it in the top corner. He's getting closer. He's hitting the crossbar now. Hey, what did we say? What did we say? There's Nikaj. Who's coming off? Duda. Not played too badly today. Not done anything special. Just an average performance. Shakes his head as he goes off. Right, do we get to see Ridado and Nikaj now? Are we going to drop Ertahaler into midfield, or are we going to make another change and bring Omic on? Are we going to bring Omic on in place of Ertahaler? Not necessarily playing in swapping those positions around, but Omic will take over from Duda coming off and Ertahaler coming off. We've already got Nikaj on there. It's a positive move, though. Let's put it that way. It's a positive move. Well done, Duarte. That's what I like to see. Battling hard. Go on. That's better. With 6 minutes to go. It's about time. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Right. So, as it stands now, Ertahaler's dropped into midfield. Ertahaler has taken Duda's position, and Nikaj has gone up front with Ridado. Look out for that microphone. Mario Shop's listening. Right. It's all right, Ridado. Kaziemka, putting the fullback under pressure, will win a... Is it going to go out for a throw-in? It does. Ertahaler gets us back underway quickly. It's with Geiger. Let's go, Wisla. Let's get the trumpets going. The trumpets and the drums. Over on that far side with Geiger. Back to Biedrzycki. Right, Lisicki. Bring it forward now. You've got room to run into. That's what we want. This is his last game for Wisla in theory until he gets a new contract extension. Duarte. Out to Lisicki down this left-hand side. It's back with Duarte. That should be a free kick. Right, it is. Right, what can we do from this? First thing we've got to do from this free kick, please, 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 can we put in a decent delivery? Let's not just plonk it onto a white head that's going to get headed clear. Frankie James says, come on, boys, final push. Oh, indeed. What a way. The geezer hit the nail on the head. Get 3 points here now. What a way to go into the winter break. Everybody had to put a bit of a pep in the step. Oh, Ertahaler's going to put the cross in. Right, let's see whose white head he puts this onto. Yep, just as I thought. Nowhere near a Wisla player. That'll be a corner to Wisla though, down that right-hand side. Right, who's going to take the corner kick? It's going to be number 7, Ertahaler for Wisla. So let's get... if you were putting money on who's going to win this header, you wouldn't be putting it on a Wisla player, would you? I know past performance is not a guarantee of future gains, but your money would say, well, Biedrzycki wins it, comes back to Lelieveld and comes to naught. At least we got the first 2 touches, though, there from that corner, which has not been the case. Right. Wisła's intention is clear. We want 3 points. What is Łódź's intention? My guess is they'll settle for a point now. And they'll feel, ultimately, like they should have had all 3, but you don't always get what you deserve. Given possession away there, Wisła. Oh, nice pass there. The referee giving a free kick. He's given a free kick. I thought he was going to let play continue then because Łódź had the ball, play the advantage, but it looked a free kick. It's a bit soft, isn't it? Got done there, Lasicki, actually, when the ball went round him. Right. Let's do the basics. Make sure the wall doesn't split. Unless it's an absolute worldie, from this angle and this range, it doesn't go in. The wall does its job, and Lukiewicz does his job. If they're going to score from this, make it be something special. It's not. The wall did its job. Perfect. And we've got a chance to break here now, have we? With Nikaj down this left-hand side. We've got the throw in. Right, let's get going. Take it quickly. Inside to Ridado. Ridado was the throw there. Right, they've got numbers back now. Frankie James says, come on, boys, final push. Blimey. Going to get blown away. Ziemka rides the challenge. Inside to Ertahaler. Gets it back to Kaziemka. Trying to get some space for the cross. Wins a corner down this right-hand side. Right, Ertahaler. Put in decent delivery. 89 minutes. By the time this comes in, it's going to be 90 minutes. How much added on time? Probably about 4 minutes, I would guess. We need somebody like Biedrzycki or Lasicki to rise like a salmon. 3 minutes. Rise like a salmon. Right, edge of the box. It's been taken short. Duarte puts one in there. We can't win the second ball. Right, Igbekin, be careful because you're on a yellow card already. That's a throw in to Łódź on the far side. Frankie James says, agree, Jimmy. We'll be with you shortly. It's so windy. It certainly is. It certainly is. That's a free kick given away. A chance for Łódź to lump one into the penalty area. We need to switch on. Frankie James says, I hope we put that shed together well. Certainly did. It's toasty warm in here. It's toasty warm. That's not a free kick. He threw himself to the floor. Referee fell for it, so we can only deal with what we've got, which is a free kick. It's going to be an in-swinger. It's going to be one of them, isn't it? Into that corridor of uncertainty, and who gets a touch? Well, let's hope that Wisla have switched on. Here it goes. Headed clear by Lelieveld. Get out and stop the shot. Well done. Who was that? Who's on the floor? I can't see. Lisicki it was. Danger still not averted though. Chance for another cross to come in. Communication! A geezer says, hope your trees stay put. Yeah, they're well in, mate. They're well in. Just don't want to come crashing through here now. A bit of communication there with Likiewicz, and I didn't quite see who it was. I mean, that's a shocking corner. They'll get another one fortuitously, though. Yeah, all through communication. You know, we're into the final few seconds now, and we're defending. We want to be at the other end of the field. Right, let's concentrate. Let's concentrate. Make sure we put a challenge in. Win this first header. Which we do. Ertahala, well done, son. That'd be a free kick to Wisla. Right, 15 seconds to go. What's Lisicki having a go at Likiewicz for? Telling him to slow down? What are you telling him to slow down and having a go at him for? We're going for 3 points, you clown. Referee says that's all she wrote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finish our final league game of 2025 with a draw. Fair result on the day? Probably. Did we deserve to win? Definitely not. Definitely not. I think a draw on the day is a fair result. It's a fair result. And we were guaranteed before today's game to go into the winter break with a lead. Let's have a little bit of quiet. For me today, who's man of the match for Wisla? It's not easy, is it? It's not an easy decision because nobody was outstanding. Candidates for, I'll say man of the match because there's no women playing today. You're supposed to say player of the match now, aren't you? Even though there's only men playing. So we'll go with the old-fashioned man of the match for Wisla. Would have to have been between, Biedrzycki played well. Lisicki played well when he came on, scored the goal. So he'd have to be probably the candidate for my man of the match. Ronaldo didn't really do anything, but he's not getting any service. And who else? Bozic did all right. I don't think anybody played particularly bad. I don't think anyone... I think when you see the montage that I'll put together for you, Ertahala didn't do anything. He just didn't. It's not me on his back for the sake of being on his back. He just didn't do anything. But we're going to the break with, as things stand now, we've got a 10-point lead. If Polonia, Batum and Rob Riglogov, they're kicking off shortly. They're both on 31 points. Currently, both of them 12 points behind Wisla. At best, a draw, so we go with an 11-point lead. At worst, we still have a 9-point lead going into this winter break. Fantastic. Start of the season, we would have snatched anybody's hands off to be in this position. But it feels now like we are stuck with a level of performance that isn't good enough. So I'm hoping now, as we go into this winter break, we're going to start looking at different things. Got to. We have got to. because otherwise we're going to stumble over the line, hopefully, into the Ekstraklasa. If somebody hits a run of form, I'm looking at the table now, it could be Grodzisk, it could be Polonia Bytom, Robry Glogov, Wisla Krakow, Polonia Varsova, Stal Rzeszów, Legnica. That's told you, Legnica, they're in 8th place now. Legnica are in 8th place on 30 points, but in theory, 5th place Wisla Krakow are also on 30 points, and I expect them to be in that playoff spot. We do not want to be going through that stage where you lose 2 or 3 or 4 games, and it can happen. We know it can happen. You get dragged into the playoff places, and then it's in the lap of the gods. And if things don't go your way and you don't perform, you end up with another season in the Betclic 1 Liga, and we do not want that. And anybody who thinks looking at that table now, surely they're not going to blow that lead. You look at what Walsall did in the EFL last season. They had a humongous lead, and I can remember saying, well, they're done, aren't they? They're going up. You know, unless all 4 wheels fall off the wagon, they're going up. But let me tell you, all 4 wheels did fall off the wagon. They didn't go up, and they didn't even get through the playoffs. It happens. It can happen. So that's why we need to stay on top of performances that aren't good enough. When I say we, I mean, obviously us as supporters, it's not acceptable. But obviously, Mariusz Jop and the coaching team and the players themselves, they'll know it's not acceptable. But we've got that winter break now. We go away, we reset. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we come back after the winter break and see what level of performance we can put in. Have we improved? Have we worked on things over the winter break? Are we going to bring in any more? Are we going to bring in any more signings? Not just any signings. What do they call them? It's not marquee signings, isn't it? They call it a marquee signing. So do we bring in, because we know how much we've got to spend? Not a lot. So do we bring in 2 or 3 squad players, or do we bring in a marquee signing? Who would want to come to Wisła now? Probably plenty, because they know it looks like we're going to go up this season. Realistically, it does, as long as we apply ourselves. But we should be able to attract a decent standard of player. And they know next season it will be extra-class football. So it's going to be an interesting off-season in the transfer market. Maybe nothing will happen. I'm not sure that Ertahala won't go in the off-season, in the mid-season break, and that's why he's been playing. The only reason I can think that he keeps getting a spot in this team is so that he's in the spotlight and someone will come in for him and we can make a few euros on him as a sale, because we got him on a free. But his future at Wisła is limited, in my view. I mean, people might disagree with me, and if you do, you do. We're all entitled to our opinions. But I just don't understand why he keeps getting probably the first name on that squad, him and Ridado. Even when Ridado's not in the team, Ertahala is in the cup games. So it's going to be an interesting off-field period now. Who's coming in? Is anybody going out? We'll see. Live chat. Geezer says, I was in a microburst tornado once. A tree came down, taking the front of the house next door clean off. Looked like a doll's house. Blimey, Frankie James says, blimey, Geezer, that's scary. Geezer says, sounded like a jet engine coming down the street. And Geezer says, we have to get our mojo back. We certainly do, Geezer. We certainly do. We've lost it. We've lost that confidence, haven't we? We've lost that little bit of swagger. Do you know there's a difference between, I think it was you who said the last stream, something really, really interesting. and you said, do the players, do they think they've done it? You know, do we think that's it now? We're good enough. We're going to go up. And when you think about it, do we need a little bit of swagger, a little bit of we are going up. You're not going to stop us. I think we need that. I don't think we need the arrogance of, oh, we're too good, it's just going to happen automatically. But I think we need that little bit of arrogance of, we're Wisla Krakow, we're going into the extra classer and you're standing in our way and you're not going to stop us. And at the minute, I think we kind of, we don't have that. We look like we're playing with a little bit of fear, which, is not good. The geezer says, if he comes back to form in February, we will know he was in a shop windows he didn't want to be in. Interesting point, my mate. Interesting point. How interesting. Do you know that first 4 or 5 games of Geezer? I don't want to bore people, keep saying the same things, but for me, he outperformed and he played well. And I just thought, well, he's been being held back at where he was previously, and this is what he can do. But then Legnica hit, and it was like confidence went and his performances went down. Wisla's performances have gone down. Is it a coincidence? We'll find out when we get back on. I think it's the 2nd of February. Right, let me have a look at who's our next fixture against. Our next fixture is against scheduled round 20. Wisla, we are at home on the 7th of February. It's a 4 o'clock in the UK kickoff. We're at home to Chicha. That could be a good fixture for Wisla. Chicha, they're not ripping up any trees, are they? We'd expect 3 points from that. So that could be a good game for us to get our mojo back, and it'll be a good. Will we see Ertahala hit form again, and ultimately will Wisla hit form? It's going to be interesting. Agiza says, we've done that, if he comes back, and he says, your talking would have cooled all interest. Wait until they see the montage that I've got that I'm going to put out in a video, mate. And it's not just targeting him. It's from one game, which will be today's game. And he must have touched that ball, I'm going to say, about 14 times during today's game. Not good enough. It's not good enough. The geezer says, unfortunately, they will be thinking the same of us. Well, mate, when you see this video about Ertahala, it is like playing with 10 men doing nothing. So, but we'll see. So now this, in theory, is our last game. Obviously, when there is transmissions, we will do the mid-season friendly matches. We'll have coverage of that. Apart from that, it's going to be a long time now until February, isn't it? Feel free to join us for football special. Hopefully, we're going to have some skiing that we're going to be doing. I don't know too much about skiing, but that'll be interesting. We've got, obviously, we've got all the football from around the UK and Europe where we don't close down for nearly 3 months. So follow us for that one. Frankie James says, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. We'll be back before then, Frankie. Don't you worry. We've got to get you on a stream as well. So we will have that in the pipeline. So, yeah, we'll find out just the one game to be played today now. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff, Śląsk Wrocław and Stara Rzeszów. and that'll dictate what lead we go into the winter break with. The good thing is we've got a comfortable lead. We just need to pick up performances next year when the season begins again. Right, all that's left for me to say is Agiza. He says I'll be popping in when I can. Agiza, you're always welcome. The streams, you add so much to them, my friend. So I thank you for that, as I know Frankie does. If for whatever reason I don't speak to you before, have a fantastic Christmas and a wonderful new year. He says, same to you, Frankie, and a happy and healthy one. Yeah, we will still be doing the stream, so join us for that. But yeah, everybody, Adrian, Jaden, I know you couldn't join us today, but don't worry, I'll just be expecting a note for your non-attendance. But we'll let you off. The geezer says, same to you, my friend. You're welcome, mate. So yeah, we'll be back in the new year with Wisla. Adrian, I'll be getting in touch with you. I'm coming to Krakow at the end of January. So I'll get in touch, mate. We will meet up and have a beer. On that note, take care of geezer. Love to you and yours. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. We couldn't take all 3 points today, but we finished 2025 off with a draw, and we are top of the league. Take care. See you all soon.